Alright class, now in this session we are going to continue exercise 20.2. In the last session we had discussed about the concept of reverse differentiation and we had discussed how to solve two functions when they are multiplying or divide with the help of reverse differentiation. In today's class we are going to start from 20.2 exercise and starting from question number 14, as you can see on your screen. It says that given that before starting this question, let me give you the intro of what we had discussed earlier, that let's suppose you need to integrate f of xb, so it is equals to minus integral of b to a f of x dx, right? We had discussed these properties of the limits in the last I think couple of sessions, and we are going to apply those properties in the questions from the book. So you have, if you have a limit from 2 to 5 f of x dx, that is equals to 8, the data is given, and from 2 to 3 f of x dx is equals to 3. Alright, so 2 to 5 is given and 2 to 3 is given. We need to find integral of 2 to 5 3 f of x minus 2x dx. Alright, so firstly if I expand the brackets here, so it will be integral of 2 to 5, it's 3 f of x dx minus integral 2 to 5 2x dx, right? I have expanded the brackets and the sign of integration is applied with both of these two terms. So 3 is a coefficient, so if I write in this form 3 integral of 2 to 5 f of x dx minus 2 integral of 2 to 5 x dx, f of x dx. Alright, in fact this is not f of x, it's only x, as you can see in question that it's x and it's f of x, so it's 2x dx. Alright, now we know that the value of this whole expression, right, it is exactly same what we had in the question. So the value of this whole term is equals to 8 as we have in the question, minus 2. The integral of x is x square divided by 2, and the limits we have, it's from 2 to 5. So 3 8s are 24, minus 2 and 2 cancels. So now we are going to apply the limits. So upper limit is 5 square minus lower limit is 2 square. So now it's 24 minus 25 minus 4. 24 minus 25 minus 4 leads to 21, and 24 minus 21, it is equals to 3. So that is your first part answer. So before starting to the next one, you need to write down the solution in your copy, and for that part you have a time of 90 seconds. So start. Alright, for part B, It says the integral from 3 to 5 to f of x minus 1 dx. Alright, so first give it a try by yourself. I'm pretty confident that all of you can do it very easily, because that is very much similar with the first part which we had already done. So first you need to give it a try, and time is 2 minutes. So start. Alright, so first I need to apply the sign of integration with both of these terms. So it will be 2 integral of 3 to 5 f of x dx minus integral multiplies with 1, it will be integral of 3 to 5 dx, right? From 3 to 5, do you have a value of integral from 3 to 5? So if you observe, so I think that we don't have the exact value from 3 to 5. Alright, what you will do now, for this part we need to use these two terms and to find out from 3 to 5. And in short, if I recall you, we had discussed from A to B and from B to C, so it is ultimately from A to C, right? That is the property we had discussed in the last I think the class before the last one. Alright, we had discussed this property in that class. So we are going to use these two limits, so we can have from 3 to 5. Alright, so it's from 3 to 2 and it's from 2 to 5. So I need to replicate this one. Alright, if I change the sign, if I say that it's from, instead of 3 is the upper limit and 2 is the lower limit, if I change it, so I'm saying that it's from 3 to 2, right? And if I change the numbers of upper and lower limit, I need to introduce negative sign here with the term f of x dx is equals to 3. So we can say that if you have from 3 to 2 f of x dx, so that is equals to minus 3. Alright, this negative sign I have shifted over the right hand side, so it's minus 3. Alright, now we need from 3 to 5, so the path I'm going to choose here, it's from first we need to go from 3 to 2 f of x dx, and then from 2 to 5 f of x dx. Alright, so this part is here from 3 to 2, from 3 to 2, and then from 2 to 5. So ultimately we had gone from 3 to 5. the same property which we had discussed here. Alright, now again continue with the question. It says minus integral of a constant, it will be x, right? And the limits we have, it's 3 and 5. Alright, for this part, integral of 3 to 2 f of x dx we had discussed, it's minus 3 plus integral of 2 to 5 and its value is 8. So it's minus 3 plus 8 minus, if I place the upper limit, that is 5, if I place the lower limit, that is 3. So now it will be 2, 8 minus 3, it's 5, minus 5 minus 3, it's 2, 2 5s are 10, and 10 minus 2 leads to 8. That is your answer. Alright, so I hope that it is clear to you, and if you have a confusion regarding this change of intervals here, so I will explain it to you. But before that, if you want to write it down the solution, so you have a time of 90 seconds. First you need to write it down the solution, and then I will explain this limits property and identity that I have applied here. So first write it down and start. Alright, so I hope that all of you had noted it down, and the thing that I've applied here, it's very simple. Let's suppose that a to b f of x dx is equals to 3, right? And b to c f of x dx is equals to 2. It's an example just to elaborate the concept we have applied in the last part. I'm just explaining it here. And if it says find integral of a to c f of x dx. Now if you observe these two terms that the data is given, it's from a to b and it's from b to c. Make sure that the end part here and the starting part here, it must be equal. So from a to c, I can say that first we need to find out from a to b f of x dx, and then we need to find from b to c f of x dx. So basically that is equivalent to a to c f of x dx. So it's 3 plus 2 leads to 5, and that is the concept we have used in the previous question. I hope that it is clear to you now. Moving on to the next question of your exercise 20.2. Alright, that is your question number 15. Given that you have integration from 0 to 3 f of x dx is equals to integral of 3 to 8 f of x dx is equals to 12. Now if I write it down separately, so it is given that from 0 to 3 f of x dx is equals to 12, and from 3 to 8 f of x dx is equals to 12 as well. So that is given. In the first part we need to find out from 0 to 8. from 0 to 8 f of x dx. So it's very simple. I hope that all of you now have an idea that which two integration we need to add and why we are going to do it. So from 0 to 8 we cannot go directly. What we need to go, we need to split our path. So firstly it's from 0 to 3 f of x dx, and then we need to go from 3 to 8 f of x dx, right? So from 0 to 3 f of dx is 12, and it's again 12, so that is equals to 24. That is your first part answer. Alright, and no need to write it down the solution, I will give you the time for it. And for part B, it says integral of 0 to 3 f of x dx plus integral of 8 to 3 f of x dx. Alright, now the integral of 0 to 3, that is already given in the question, it's 12, plus the integral of 8 to 3. If you observe here, so basically the sign of limits, or sorry, number of limits are replaced, right? The lower limit is now the higher limit, or the higher limit is now the lower limit. So if these two signs are changed, that means there is the negative sign. So now it is equals to minus 12, and 12 minus 12, it leads to 0. So that is your part B answer. And after that it says find the value of the constant for which we have a question. Integral from 3 to 8 f of x minus mx dx is equals to 0. So in this expression we need to find out the value of m here. Alright, so firstly I need to apply the sign of integration with both of these terms. So firstly it will be integral of 3 to 8 f of x dx minus m being the coefficient 3 to 8 x dx is equals to 0. That is my first step. Alright, from 3 to 8 the value is given, and it's 12, minus m as it is the integration of x, we know that it's x square divided by 2. So x square divided by 2, and the limits we have, it's from 3 to 8 and it's equals to 0. So it's 12 minus m over 2. If you place the upper limit, so 8 square is 64, minus 3 square is 9, and equals to 0. So if I take LCM here, so LCM it's 2, so 12 2s are 24, minus m, 64 minus 9 leads to 55, equals to 0. 2 is dividing on left side. When you shift on the right side, it will be 0 times 2 equals to 0. So 24 minus 55m equals to 0, and now 24 equals to 55m, and you have the value of m, that is 24 divided by 55. Alright, so I hope that now you have a clear idea how to solve such type of questions in which we need to swap the limits according to the requirement of the question. And now you need to write down the solution in your lecture copies, complete question, and for this complete question to note it down you have a time of 4 minutes. So start. Alright, now after that, next question, and now I hope that you can attempt this question and mostly of you can do both of the parts or maybe all of three parts. So it says that the value we have, it's from 1 to 3, h of x dx is equals to 5, that is given 1 to 3, right? For the first part, it says integral from 1 to 3 h of x plus x dx. So it's quite easy. First we need to multiply the sign of integration with both of the functions and then start your working. So for this first part you have a time of 2 minutes. Give it a try and then I will tell you the answer. So start. Alright, so it will be integral of 1 to 3 h of x dx plus integral of 1 to 3 x dx. The first part we have the exact value of h of x dx from limits 1 to 3 and that is equals to 5, plus now we need to integrate that part, so it's x squared divided by 2, applying limits, so it's 1 to 3. So now it will be 5 plus upper limit is 9 minus lower limit is 1 divided by 2. 5 plus 9 minus 1, 8 divided by 2. 8 divided by 2, it's 4, and 5 plus 4 is 9, and I hope that you are getting the same value. Alright, for part B, it says that integral from 3 to 1 h of x minus x dx. Now there are two things. First, obviously you need to multiply the sign of integral, that is pretty sure, but the next thing is make sure that you are focusing on the upper and lower limit because that is swept in the question. Alright, so you need to give it a try by yourself, and for this part you have a time of 3 minutes, so start. Alright, so when we start the solution, we are going to multiply the sign of integration, so that is from 3 to 1 h of x, not in this way, it's h of x dx minus from 3 to 1 x dx, right? 3 to 1, since the sign of limits is swapped, so it will be equals to negative 5, right? Minus, and when you integrate it, it will be x square divided by 2 with the limits of 1 and 3. Alright, so it will be minus 5 minus upper limit, it will be 1 minus lower limit, it will be 9 and divided by 2. So if you take LCM, not LCM, we need to simplify it further. So it will be minus 5 minus 1 minus 9 is minus 8 divided by 2. So that is 4 minus 5 plus 4 leads to minus 1. Alright, so I hope and I expect that all of you are getting the same value. And after that, the last part, similar to the last question in which we had find out the unknown m. Instead of m, the unknown, now we have is k, but the method, the strategy, the steps of working is almost same. So now it says that integration from 1 to 3 h of x plus kx square dx is equals to 31. So the two things that differs here is on the right side, now we have a constant number, and the second thing is we have x square. Alright, but the method is almost same. So first we need to give it a try, and for that part you have a time of 4 minutes. So start. Alright, so firstly I need to multiply the sign of integration. So that will be from 1 to 3 h of x dx plus k 1 to 3 x square dx is equals to 31. That is my first step. From 1 to 3, the value we have, it's 5. So we are going to place the value here. It's 5 plus k. The integral of x square, it's x cube divided by 3, and the limits we have, it's from 1 to 3. On the right side, it's 31. Now we need to simplify the equation here. So 5 plus k over 3. The upper limit, it will be 3 power cube, and that is 27, minus lower limit, it's 1, and it's 31. 5 plus k divided by 3. 27 minus 1, it's 26, is equals to 31. We cannot simplify it with 13 ones or 13 twos. No, we cannot simplify these two numbers, so we need to take LCM here. So LCM is 3, it will be 3 5s are 15 plus 26k is equals to 31. This 3 we need to shift, so it will be 15 plus 26k equals to 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3, and 26k equals to 93 minus 15. Alright, so now 26k is equals to 93 minus 15 leads to 78. So that will be 78, and k is equals to 78 divided by 26. We can simplify it further. So 2 3s are 6 and 2 9s are 18. 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6, 13 3s are 39. So the value of k we got is 3. So I expect that all of you are getting the same value, same answer, same method, and if there is anything that you are not clear about, feel free to drop me the message on the comment section and I will get back to you as early as possible. And I think that it is quite enough for today's class. Inshallah, in next class we are going to continue the topic integration, and till then you need to practice it. Make sure that you have a good command on the topic integration. Alright, see you in next class. Take care and Allah Hafiz.